Always my soulmates. By Watermelon's Melon Felon. Chapter 20. Mismatched. The beach was cool, the sun barely escaping through the clouds. Makajin was running back and forth from the water to where Yuri and Victor were sitting. Victor had wanted to get to know him better and had brought him to the beach in order to have a talk. And Yuri, being the awkward turtle that he was, couldn't even make that part easy. They traded minimal information here and there. Yuri loved blue, because of Victor's eyes, and Victor loved black. Yuri had issues with being seen as weak, and Victor apparently lacked skills in the emotional area. So what about your soulmate? Victor obviously wasn't expecting Yuri's face to suddenly drop. I don't have one, the younger man said, voice monotone and void of life. It wasn't unheard of. People all over were born without marks, so it wasn't as if Victor was shocked, but Yuri's complete disdain was definitely surprising for some people who couldn't handle it. Not having a mark was usually not a big deal, but Yuri despised the whole soulmate business. Don't be sad, Yuri, said Victor, misunderstanding his displeasure. My soulmate wasn't born until 4 years ago. I'm sure you can understand how that won't work out. Yuri winced at the thought. That had to suck, actually. Victor's perfect match was literally 1/6 his age. How did you find out? Victor took a second to toss a random stick for Makachin to fetch. Our marks. Mine has been on television often, so the world basically knows about it. Someone saw a photo of the 2-day-old baby, made the connection, and told the world about it. It's a hassle because half of the world expects me to wait 16 more years for her to grow up, while the other half thinks I should do as I want. As you can imagine, her parents are among the people who think I should wait for her. Yuri sneered at the thought. Victor was 23 when the girl was born, meaning that if she had to be 20 before they could possibly enter a relationship, then Victor would be 43, which was a bit creepy, actually. Her parents actually want that for her? He asked, incredulous. I'm a celebrity, Yuri. You don't even know how many people have gotten tattoos that look exactly like my mark in hopes of reeling me in like some prized fish. Yuri's heart went out to the other man. Did anyone ever actually appreciate Victor as a person, or was it all about his image and money? And how often was Victor reminded of the fact that he was only a money symbol to people? They sat in silence for several minutes, just enjoying each other's company. Yuri, what do you want me to be to you? Asked Victor suddenly. A father figure? No. Yuri already had a father. He did not need another one. Besides, Victor was only 4 years older than him, which was in no way enough time to make him more mature. A brother? Or just a friend? The friend part did sound nice, but Yuri didn't want Victor acting as his friend simply because he thought it would help Yuri skate better. That just wasn't okay in his mind. So then you're lover. I'll try my best. No! No! Yuri jabbered, shaking his head repeatedly as he waved his hands. All I want is for you to be who you are. The look that Victor sent him could have made angels sing. He was sure of it. After that discussion on the whole soulmate business, Yuri didn't really think anything would come of it. However, he was foolish to think nothing concerning it would be brought up ever again, especially since a woman had just slapped him across the face over Victor to keep her off kissing him after his free skate in China. Yuri blinked a few times, wondering how exactly he should respond. His mother always told him not to hit women, but Mari was supportive of pounding in the faces of anyone who laid a hand on you without just cause. Gender didn't matter in her eyes. He was tempted to smack her back, but there was a child in her arms, and he wasn't so rude as to possibly endanger a toddler. You little slut! She screamed, drawing the attention of every passerby. You get your hands off my baby soulmate, or else! Is there a problem here, Malia? Yuri was relieved to see Victor, who looked livid and was glaring heavily at the woman who had just assaulted Yuri's face. You decided to cheat on my daughter with this piece of filth, you cad! Oh, she was the mother of Victor's soulmate, which meant that the little girl in her arms was supposedly going to marry Victor when he was 43. Yuri withheld a snort at the very thought. Malia, I am not required by any law in any country to marry your daughter simply because she was born with my mark on her stomach, said Victor, voice as frigid as his eyes. Looping an arm around Yuri's shoulders, Victor began to tow him away. He turned back only once to say, "If you ever lay a hand on my Yuri again, I will sue your family for everything they are worth." His Yuri. Smiling, Yuri placed a small peck on Victor's cheek. "My hero." Victor smiled in response. "You know I try."